Hello, everyone. It's that time again. It's just after 8 p.m. on March 8th, 2025. Remember to is it spring forward tomorrow? Somebody said, "Oh, it's spring forward tomorrow." Oh, I just wake up in the morning, look at the time on my phone, and that's what time it is. And I go walk around and make sure the time on the clocks for the microwave and the stove are correct. That's about it. Everything else is pretty much automated. So it was a much better day today. It was a marathon of phone calls, that's for sure. I don't even want to say how many hours I clocked in just between two phone calls, but they were both very good. One of oh boy. Oh, I know what I wanted to talk about, and unfortunately, I don't have the information in front of me right now. It's been a year since I joined the Too Good To Go app, and I wanted to go over the numbers with you. Clearly, I can't do it now because it's all on my phone, and I can't access the camera and the information at the same time, so I gotta be better prepared for that next time. It's actually quite extraordinary what the numbers look like, and I have the evidence in my freezer to prove it. The numbers aren't quite accurate because there's a couple of stores that have been more than generous and have gone beyond what they state that they have to provide. But it's actually quite impressive. Let's see. Okay, so one of the frustrating things about my situation right now is that I like to help people. I over the years, I have always, well, not always been in a comfortable position, but often been in a comfortable position where I like to help people. That was one of the topics of conversation today, in both conversations I had. Hey, Luann. So that's probably the most frustrating thing for me right now is that financially, I gotta promote myself just to take care of myself and my daughter and my house and my dog and all of that. But you don't always need money to help people. That's one of the lessons I'm being taught right now in life. Simple things, simple acts of kindness. My neighbors have moved in. One of the joys that I've brought them by helping them, lending them my toboggans. They're new to Canada. They have never tobogganed in their life. And they had a blast last week using my toboggans. This past week, earlier this week, when I was driving for Uber, one of my last riders of this week, there's another person I was able to help today. I dropped him off at his work, his place of employment, and I guess he was in a hurry to make it in on time, and he forgot his thermos sippy cup. And I found it as I was cleaning my car out just before it died. And I was so upset because I could see this is not a cheap mug. This was probably, and it looked like it was fairly new. And fortunately, I knew exactly who it was that left it in my car. And I was a little concerned because I didn't know how to contact my riders. They actually, it's just a one-way, it's one transaction, that's it. You get first name, you don't see any details. The only thing you know is the location of where they live. In this case, he lived in an apartment building very close to me. I could have walked there. I just knew his first name, didn't have his telephone number, any way of contacting him, and I was thinking, what do I do? How do I help this guy get this very expensive thermos cup back to him? And I was considering, leaving a note in his lobby, chancing that he might see it when he got home from work that night. one of the cool options about using Uber is if you forget something in the vehicle that you just got out of, you can contact Uber and they will contact the driver. I did not know this. Speaking of too good to go, some sweet deal for $4.99. I have no idea. It's popping up on my screen. Anyway, so Uber, he figured it out eventually. Uber contacted me and offered me $20 to return it. And I'm like, I was going to return it anyway, you know, if I could figure out a way of contacting them. So Uber did contact me. I actually was permitted the contact information to the rider, and I was able to text him directly and say, hey, you know what, I got it. I washed it out for you. It's ready. Don't worry. It's safe. And he was thrilled. He was freaking out because he was like, I have a pretty good idea of how much money he makes and what kind of work he does because I got to exchange that information in our ride there. And something to replace that, to pay for something like that twice, that's a lot of money. I would have said it's probably a $30 to $40 cup. And to buy it once, that's expensive. But to have to buy it twice, I knew it was really expensive. And one of the things that I was so happy to do tonight was just pop over there and drop it off to him and he was thrilled. He wanted to give me money for it. I'm like, no, dude, you know, just let Uber know. And Uber apparently is going to pay me $20 for returning your stuff. So don't worry. And he was thrilled. And yeah, we talked for a bit. We might have a little deal going on for getting him to work on time every day when he has that shift. He mentioned 6 a.m. and I'm like, no, dude, nothing before 11, please. So yeah, one good turn deserved another. It made me so happy to be able to help him that way. What else have I done? Anyway, hopefully Trinity is going to be working for me soon. She had a job interview tomorrow that got canceled, so I've mentioned to her maybe you should consider doing my photos for me for eBay, so that way we can just keep things moving and she can make a wage through the eBay business. So that's me for today. My battery's about to die. I have to go out and drive for Uber for a few hours, catch some rides, hopefully have a good profitable night, make up some of this money that's gone into fixing my car. Car is running great. It's nice and toasty warm. And that's all she wrote for tonight. Be good to each other. Help each other out wherever you can. It doesn't always have to be about money. It really doesn't. Be kind. I love you. And thank you for everything.